What up? Winbush here. Today I'm excited to give you guys my top 5 programs for 2020. Now, I'm not doing this in any type of like particular order, so it's not a countdown type of video. I'm not gonna say like coming in at number 5 or coming in at number 4. What this is basically is I'm gonna show you guys the top 5 programs that I use on my day-to-day basis. And one caveat, all the videos that you see in this particular presentation is 100% done by me. So I'm not gonna be pulling random videos off the internet kind of showcasing what these platforms could do. Everything that you see in this presentation is gonna be work that I've done for clients, whether it's been for movies, for VR, for television, for big billboards up in Madison Square Garden or whatever. Everything is gonna be work that I've done by me. I kind of think that's really important just to kind of show you guys like, hey, these are the programs that I'm really into and this is how I'm using them on my day-to-day workflow. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So first up, I want to show you a program that I came into about maybe a year and a half ago. This program will be World Creator. Now this is a terrain generator where you can kind of go in and make your own worlds. It started off, I believe, as a video game application for Unity and Unreal, but when I kind of dove into it, I saw that you could build your world, export out like displacement maps or even an OBJ and bring those into Cinema 4D and kind of texture them up there. And so for my workflow, like I did this one TV show for the Science Channel called Return to the Moon. I was able to actually make like a lunar surface with the craters and everything. It didn't have like rockets and lunar landers and stuff come in and be on top of that surface. I've also used it for Alaska: The Last Frontier. I've used it for Raising Wild, and I believe a couple of more shows in there. But this versatile program allowed me to really go in, make my terrain that way that I wanted, and I was even able to pull in map data. I've done a tutorial on that as well, where I pulled in like map data from a certain part of the world, brought that into World Creator, kind of manipulate it a little bit to just make it a little bit more finer, and then export that out to Cinema 4D. So this has been one of my go-to programs that I've been using most recently. So this next program right here is no stranger to anybody that's been following this channel. I bring to you Cinema 4D from Maxon. Now, I don't even know where to begin with this one. I've been using Cinema 4D since around 2006. The very first project I worked on was actually a Marvel film. I worked on Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. It's kind of a funny story. My background in art school was with 3D Max, and then whenever I had my internship and I was asking to kind of get on some more client work, they were like, hey, do you know Cinema 4D? And I really didn't, but I was like, of course I do. Who doesn't know it? And so they put me on the Fantastic Four movie main title sequence team, and I just stayed there until maybe like 2 o'clock in the morning every single night, kind of learning the ins and outs of Cinema 4D, so I didn't look like a fool when I was collaborating with the rest of the team. Cinema 4D has been a staple in my workflow. Like I said, I've been using it since 2006. I still use it in all my projects today, probably 90% of the time. And so Cinema 4D is one of my top programs that I've been using for 2020. Okay, so next up is it's kind of a 2-for-1. So this is coming from Quixel. They're the creators of Mixer and Bridge, and I guess also Megascans, which Megascans is a library, but I've been kind of indebted into Megascans since day one. And basically what it is, if you don't know, it's a whole library of photogrammetry assets. So ranging from surfaces, the 3D models, the atlases, there's a whole range of photorealistic stuff in here. And so where this comes into my pipeline, like I said, I do a lot of stuff for Discovery Channel, and I have to do like a lot of CG explainer videos. Kind of like I'll go from Real Creator, build out my landscape, come into Bridge, kind of pick up some stuff to populate my landscape like tree stumps or grass or rocks, and bring those into my scene. And with the click of a button, it's like I'm bringing those assets from Bridge into my workflow, and it's easy as that. And so where Mixer comes in is if I needed to make like a custom type of surface, and so say like I'm working like on a snow scene with a little bit of mud tracks in there, like say there was like a tractor going across like some type of field in the middle of winter, I was able to go in, make tractor tracks, kind of lay that out in there, and then bring that into Bridge, bring that into Cinema 4D, render it out with Redshift, and I was good to go. So make sure you check out what those guys over there are doing. I know once I started using Megascans, a lot of my clients were just like, oh man, this looks crazy. Like, how did you get like from where you were at to this here? And so it definitely made like a big leap in the way that my portfolio looks. So shout out to those guys. Make sure you go support Quixel. Make sure you sign up for a free account. So this next program here is kind of up there with Cinema 4D, where I can contribute like a lot of my career to this one particular program. What I'm talking about is After Effects. It's definitely a staple and backbone of my whole motion graphics career. I've been using it since day one of my career. I would say again, like 95% of the projects that I do end up going into After Effects, whether it's for compositing or straight up doing 2D motion graphics and all. And so everything that you see on my website and my portfolio basically has After Effects kind of in there in one way or another. I probably couldn't be doing what I was doing without it, and I know a lot of you guys probably feel the same way. What the After Effects team has been doing throughout the years to allow us to make a lot of money doing what we love, it's been great. And so there's not enough, I can't say enough on how much I appreciate After Effects, because it's allowed me to do all this great work and provide for my family. Like I said, it's a staple and backbone of everything that I do here. So, I know everybody's already kind of familiar with After Effects. And so these are a couple of the projects that I've done that I'm really proud of, that I've done with After Effects. So big shout out to the Adobe team, big shout out to After Effects. So here we are. Last but not least, I want to present to you Unreal Engine 4. Now, I said these are like the top 5 programs that I've been using in 2020. I haven't particularly used Unreal in like a commercial project yet. I've been kind of building my way up to it, but just using the real-time capabilities with Unreal, and again, if you follow the channel, you kind of been seeing how I've been integrating Cinema 4D into my Unreal workflow. And so I see a very bright future with me being able to maybe even do away with offline rendering altogether and kind of going from Cinema 4D into Unreal into After Effects. And so that's something you definitely want to keep an eye out for 2020. I know just talking to the guys over at Epic, they kind of want to make a big push into working in more cinematic films and broadcast and television. I know the guys over at NFL have been using it. Guys over at Capacity have been using it. And so Unreal is one of those programs I would definitely download it because it's 100% free. Just kind of get yourself familiar with it, because I can see a lot more studios in the future using this program to do real-time rendering with. So there you have it. Yeah, that's my top 5 programs that I've been using in my client work lately. Hopefully, like I showed you guys some new stuff in there that you might not even have known about, but if you follow this channel, I've been covering all these different things from After Effects, from Cinema to Unreal. And so let me know your top 5 down below. Maybe there's some programs I don't even know about. Make sure you leave me a comment down below. And until next time, stay fresh, keep creating, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Take care. Make sure you subscribe to the channel too. Take care.